and welcome back to AutoCraft. My name is Alex. You already knew that, but we're here in the shopping district, and I like starting here. I like to start in the shopping district. Oh, there's aim. And the reason why I like to start is because there's always something new going on. Like we got this note thing going on, and there's like I think Rustic's calling that a tavern. I think it's a work in progress tavern he's got going on. There's a nice little building going on over here. And then we have the sad memory of once what was an amazing, great, fantastic, cherished store known as Challenge Accepted, but is now gone, but not forgotten. Over here at Sabotage, there is one slight update, and that is Death Dealer is now died. He is the only person on the server right now that is in Sabotage that has died, and so technically he cannot win the prizes, but he can still participate as a dead member of Sabotage. I believe he can still play sabotages and play pranks or traps and trap us and kill us and stuff. Okay, and over here at the bookstore, I believe there's been some sales, probably due... Okay, well, maybe more than I thought. Due to people dying, there's been some sales, it looks like. Oh my goodness, a lot of sales. Let's collect all of this. Wow, okay, so we actually ended up getting almost 2 stacks of diamonds from this. So I'm guessing more than Death Dealer bought some. I'll have to check out Death Dealer's video to find out if he purchased them on camera or not. So I'm actually going to refill a few of these books, and then we'll get on with the rest of the stuff. We're headed back to the house so we can get started on a small project. Today we got a big project planned. We have a very big project with Boss. We're going to meet him in the Nether in a little while, and we're going to work on our bartering farm, and we'll get to that in a little bit. Before that, I got to hop into a small time lapse of some sewer upgrades. Really just one upgrade, that little line right there. I got to build that. So whoa. We're going to take care of that. There it is, the entrance to our new sewer. Nothing much. It was a short little time lapse, but we got the sewer here knocked out. Whoa. Not sure if that was the water or what, but anyway, we got the sewer here. I got to do a little bit of, making this thing look a little old. Put some vines up, put some grass in the water, some seaweed or whatnot. And I got to either do this here or move this wall up here. I'm not sure yet. I dug a little deeper than I needed to. But that's where we are with this. And I'll probably expand onward to that direction with the building and maybe connect the sewer to that in the future. I have a few plans for buildings. Just haven't got to them yet. Well, because there's a lot, going on here. So I got to do a few things before I meet up with the boss. So let's go ahead and hop into those things. First thing I'm going to do is clean up this area a bit. So this is when I was given my sabotage. I'll go ahead and break that. Okay. And then I need to collect these. I need more space. So this happened. You can't really tell, but it's a dolphin head. There might have been an accident while I was building my sewer. I don't want to talk about it, but I'm kind of a monster. Anyway, let's go ahead and take care of this next thing. Per hour deal. Thanks for the wool, boss. So I gave boss some wool so we could build a big old wool shop or a big wool farm. And I guess I should show what's in this. And there's a whole bunch of Blackstone, which I will need later on when I get with him for our build. So it's kind of going to go right back into a project together. And check out what this is. A bunch of random junk. These are actually fireworks and not... These are the ones that like explode. The small, you see the small ball, red, pink. And so they're actually like the pretty ones. And because this Kazim a while ago played a bit of a prank on me. When I came out of one of my houses, there was some stuff set up. So we're going to put that away. And then this can go away. That's the wrong tool. There we go. Axe. And then boop. Okay. All right. And then there's one more box over there. We're just going to throw this in our like overflow stuff with the rest of this nonsense. Come over here. And I think this is just iron. And we'll just throw that in the whole iron chest over here. We have a few shulker boxes full of iron blocks. And so we're kind of set there. And then I gotta do one more kind of a bigger thing, but it shouldn't take me too long. I gotta go over to my mob spawner or my mob grinder, I guess. Anyway, we'll be there in a second. All right, we're here at the AFK spot for the mob grinder down here. Now I haven't used it in a while because it's like so productive, and I don't need it that much. But the reason why I'm here actually is to destroy this because this is the old sugarcane farm, and we have a better replacement now back in our own house. So we'll take all of that. And we maybe also grab some gunpowder while we're here. I think I have Oh, I don't. I usually have shulker boxes hanging out here because, as you can see, I've had a fair amount. Can this go away yet? I've had a fair amount of gunpowder. That was when I had crosswalker boots on. So I got some gunpowder. What? I thought I just heard like a villager or maybe a wandering trader. No way he spawned and went in there, right? That'd be terrible. All right, so let's just take this down real fast. You can see it's a pretty simple farm and there's like minimal resources. So it was basically for us to just save on resources altogether, and it worked out well. So let me go ahead and block all the water off and take this thing down. Here is the last little bit of the sugarcane farm, and we have this shulker or this chest full of stuff. I'm just gonna break it, and I'm gonna make some rockets. I already put some gunpowder down there, and we'll have to just pick up the rest of it as it comes back up to the surface. Okay, we've taken care of just about everything. Clean up our mess, and we have a whole shulker box of sugarcane, some rockets, some more rockets, and our extra stuff. Gunpowder, gunpowder, and gunpowder. We're gonna grab all of this and take it back home because, well, we still have a good bit of gunpowder here, and I have like 4 or 5 sugar boxes of gunpowder already. I guess that's a weird flex, but we're good to go on basically all our little chores. We had a few small things I wanted to do before I go meet up with the boss, so now I think it's time. Yo, boss!
Hey, Alex!
What you doing over there?
Just hanging out. What are you doing?
I'm thinking about building some stuff.
You want to get a little bit closer here?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Hey, man.
So, you want to tell them what we're doing today?
Yeah, I mean, I can jump into it a little bit. So Alex has laid out this beautiful little pathway outline that we are going to build up a structure surrounding our piglin trading facility so that it doesn't look like this anymore. And why, Alex, can we not have it looking like this?
Well, obviously this is an unfinished product, and we don't have unfinished products because we are the titans of production, and we got to stay on top, and that means staying on top of our projects. And part 2 is been needed for a while now.
Speaking of staying on top of things, I have a rather interesting bone to pick with you.
Wait, with me?
In terms of this little thing.
What about it?
I'm pretty sure, and correct me if I'm wrong, but this was a sabotage that was placed by you. And I know it's not your fault because it just happens to randomly get placed. But when I have been building this last week and there's a stupid carrot on a stick in my inventory, it drives me nuts. So it is good to see that you have one as well. Well, yours is slightly different, actually.
I have a mushroom on a stick, which I think is a little bit better, but it's named Why Do I Have This? So it kind of works out perfectly. When I swap, it appears on the screen. But this was my sabotage. It was randomly applied to me, and I believe it's actually Rustic's fault, which makes perfect sense in the grand scheme of things. So, yeah, I'm excited to lose this thing in a few days. We're almost done with our punishment.
Yeah. Thankfully, it is almost about to be done. I feel like I'm just going to get a worse one anyway. So it's kind of like, do you hope that it's over, or do you like, I'm okay with this one because the worst thing that has happened to me is I have to carry this around everywhere I go.
It's not been terrible, but I really want this totem in my offhand.
Anyways, let's get back to the project. So there's going to be multiple phases to this. I believe we're going to try to get it all done in one sitting.
It might be a lot. We'll see.
Yeah, it depends on kind of how long it takes us. But phase 1 is going to be this larger exterior structure, again, which is laid out here ever so nicely.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be built up to cover kind of the storage facility. And then inside of that will be phase 2. It'll be similar to this, but a little bit smaller, covering where the piglins are. And then phase 3, which definitely will not happen tonight, will be bringing the gold storage down.
Exactly.
Closer to where we need to be, because flying up there, crafting gold, flying down here, feeding gold, then flying down here, getting the, like, it's a mess. You have to do everything like in stages. Yeah,
it's definitely not to the quality standard that we're used to, being the top, you know what I mean? Top of everything, the top tier over here. So let's go ahead and just hop right into it.
Yeah, let's do it. Welcome back. We have completed the exterior walls. It took a while. Alex, why don't you give us an update on how long this took us and what we did?
We've been working on this for a few hours now, and well, we kind of just went off on our own design here, and the two of us really just got together and made some decisions, and this is what it turned out to be. This is it. This is the final out here. We got some warped wood mixed in with the Blackstone. We got all the different Blackstones mixed in, and then we got this cool railing up here mixed in with some anvils and some Blackstone walls and all that, and some pressure plates to spawn-proof everything. We got everything spawn-proof, we think, and we'll check in to make sure we got everything good to go. So I think that about sums up. We got more to go in the future, but this is just part one, and I guess part one of part two, and we'll have another part two for part two in the future.
Yeah, so earlier I did say that we were going to get this all done in one shot. That was like 4 hours ago. So
It's been a while.
I don't think that we're going to do it all in one shot. So basically the next part of this is an interior wall here on the inside of this that goes up and creates a second layer to this castle-esque build. But yeah, I mean, a lot of this was just like we did it by hand. There was no tutorial. Alex would build something, I would question it. I would build something, he would question it. So it was kind of fun, like being able to bounce ideas off of each other. And at one point we did like a wall building competition just down at the bottom, like on the bedrock, just like, hey, let's design this and see kind of who comes up with a cool design. So I really enjoyed it, Alex, and I think that the build is coming together quite well.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. It turned out way better than I thought. Yeah, I thought it would without planning for it. So it's awesome. I really enjoy doing this.
And the entire time we were here, we were trading with piglins.
Oh yeah, we didn't lose anything. I'm actually out of food now. Holy crap.
I also am out of food.
This is wild. We got to go home. We have our sticks in hand, though. We had our sticks the whole time, so we are playing by the rules of sabotage. And yeah, I think it's time to go home now and get some food.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, man.
Let me just enjoy the last view of the fireplace.
It is kind of nice.
I like it so much. It looks so much cleaner inside.
It's beautiful.
All right, Alex. Well, I appreciate your time tonight, and I will talk to you soon enough.
All right, man. I'll see you.
Bye.
That was a really great build. It's always fun working with the boss. You guys definitely got to make sure you check him out. His link will be in my description below, as always. And he did a lot of the interior stuff here, and we definitely hashed out a lot of these exterior details together. We actually did like a little competition, as he mentioned, to figure out what kind of railing we were going to do there, and that's what we came up with. And so I just want to show off in here a little bit, because I don't think we talked about it. We do have a little access point back here. Bamboo or scaffolding is kind of ugly, so we hid it, or boss hid it at least, behind that like fireplace looking thing. And then up here, there is plans in the future for another layer similar to this, maybe a little bit smaller, give a little bit more height to this thing, and then cover up the rest of this portion here. And then we'll probably do some sort of system where we feed the gold downward, like a chest up there that just drops gold directly down and feeds into these dispensers here, so that we can continue to run our farm as automatic as possible. Remember, we are the titans of production, so we have to make sure that we are tip top and make sure we're doing what we're supposed to do. Oh, yeah, and I gotta put my head here. This is I actually have my head in the ender chest just for this exact purpose, and that way we know that this is my area. So what we're doing is we used to have boxes here, chests, to store things. Instead of that, because this was our like overflow chest, we just have overflow going straight into fire back here under this automatically. And now we'll divide up the stuff evenly in these chests here, so we're fair, and it's good to go. I've done a little bit of AFKing here. You can hear the zombie piglins falling down right now, but we got a good bit of gold here, and working on more. We don't really have much, for bars, but what we're gonna end up doing is put a chest here. We'll have it feeding automatically down into the system like I just said, and that'll basically make our farm just about perfect. I might add a few more layers to this. I don't know if it's needed. I probably need to check the numbers, but it seems like it's running pretty well, and there's a tiny bit more of what's it called, spawn blocking down below, because I don't want to have to use these extra platforms that we have set up here. I want to be able to just stand right here and you know, watch them fall to their death. All right, we're gonna fly away now. I really do love how that looks. It turned out great. So flying away now, we're gonna head back to my base because I got to do one last little chore, one last little task. I want to try to make my smokestacks a little bit nicer. So let's go do that. Before we go back home, I want to do one more thing, and that is go over to sabotage. And I know I said in my last video that I didn't want to do any traps, but I'm gonna do some traps. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the one time I'm blocked by 3 traps. That way, you know, I'm not doing anything crazy. I didn't really plan on doing traps, but you know, just in case I do something fun or silly or you know, play a prank or whatever, and somebody actually dies from it, I just want to prove that you know it was a trap or whatever, that I paid my price, and it gets added to the prize pool that I'm gonna win anyway. So it's really just like a win-win, right? Okay, the last thing we're gonna do today is I'm gonna work on these smokestacks. I think I already said that, but we're gonna what I want to do, I want to try to make them a little bit like thicker, plumy, smoky looking clouds coming out. So I think I'm gonna have them kind of like bellowing over, like overflowing here. So I'm just gonna throw some glass in here, and we'll see how it turns out. I've been over here placing some blocks for a little while now, and I couldn't help but notice this awesome tree that Zame threw up. And I hope I'm not giving anything away, but this thing is amazing. He did a great job here. He's working on another mountain. And yeah, he did some awesome custom trees. I really like these. Well done, Zame. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, anyway, I actually ran out of glass, and this is where I'm going to have to leave this billowing plume of smoke. I'm out of time, but there it is. I think it's looking better. It's looking thicker and more like productive. Like, you know, this thing's a big industrial machine factory, and it's getting there. So I might, you know, have to work on this some more off camera and all that. But yeah, so I'm gonna end it right there. Really appreciate you guys for watching. As always, you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I appreciate y'all watching, and I'll see you next time.